are fucking fun, pal. Factor that fucking in to your druggo fucking offensive type health fucking warning. There ain't a lot that's fun, pal. Old age and school and dreams of a life that will never be. Sexless nights, wasted schemes. Your horizon still receding, speeding hope that's fruitless. Sudden cliff and skidding, then descent to twisted rest.
Sacred temple of the Emperor Buddha, serene and total peace.
Anyway, but the first thing I wanted to say to you was fucking congratulations on the fucking America thing, man. I couldn't believe that.
It's been a crazy week with all that. Like, I just came out of nowhere. It started off with a possibility, then one day, and now I've got 7 dates off XPW.
Aye, well that's what I was going to say that because I don't know if you speak to that. Is it Chad? Chad Mines does a lot of the stuff for XPW. I don't know if you know him.
I woke up today and it was like Big Lou's coming to US announced on the Rob Black show last night. I was like, what? And I was like, can I put about it? I was speaking to Big Joe and he was like, yeah, I think like he's his right hand man, and he was like, he posted it up. So I was like, fuck it, let's sell it out there.
What did they not even like say to you in advance? They're just like, we're just going to put it up anyway. Holy shit.
Yeah, I obviously like it was all locked in and stuff. I'm speaking to Robin this week and it's all locked in.
That's awesome,
and then,
man.
Yeah, I seen it. It was on Twitter. I was in one of the group chats. Like we got posted, and I was like, "Fucking hell!" Like there we go. Definitely. You hear about it. It's like too good to be true. Yeah. I didn't really tell many people. I'd only told like my mum, my girlfriend, Big Joe, and Danny Douglas knew, and that was it until it got announced because I didn't want to jinx it or anything. Do you know what I mean? Jinx it. So, and then when like he said like it's locked in, I heard from Rob and I've spoken quite a bit now. So
that's mental. I didn't because for me, like, I'm sure I messaged you like last week because when they had that shit, I thought like somebody was going to come down on XPW and fight Masada, and I was like, I bet you any fucking money that slew Nixon. But then obviously it was Bram or something.
I couldn't let you live and know. I was like, I'll tell you. I was like, nah, it's not me. But honestly, then I didn't know. I didn't have a clue this was going to happen then. I didn't know. It's not me now, but it's going to be. I had no idea. It all just came about like in the last like 5 days. Aye,
that's crazy. So you and Joe, or just like yourself, are you going to be on all those dates then, like the California ones, or?
I've got all 6 California dates, and I've got one of the Jersey dates. 29th of July.
20th
I got off at another Jersey date, but one of them clashes with fucking the night one of God, Games of Death for Rise, and obviously Joe's for that, and Schlacks are even over here for that. So I obviously Rob he's cool as fuck. I just said those 2 days I can't do, but I can do the rest.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's so fucking cool.
Just be like, oh, I'm big time now. I'm going to America, so I'm not doing your show. And stuff, do you know what I mean? I've still got 7 fucking dates in America, like it's insane. Rob Blackwell and the New Jersey fans are going to be disappointed because they'll not get to see. And this is his quote, my Tom Hardy looking face. Tom Hardy now, I've been helping my girlfriend move house all day. I've got like proper hood hair.
Oh fucking hell! No, that is awesome. I was so happy when I seen that and I saw the little poster, and then I was like, Drake fucking younger as well. Like that's mental, man.
Both said that as well on the Deathmatch Worldwide podcast. Alex Cologne was that would be a banger, and I was like, fucking hell, it would be if it happened. And like, fucking debut match, crazy, it's happening. Last
year, I said that to you as well. Like last year, to say that you and Joe are going to fight Drake Younger, I would have said fuck off. Like because he wasn't even in wrestling last year. He was like he was completely out.
I don't know the full story, but like he was a referee, wasn't he, in WWE?
Yeah.
You know, obviously he wrestled a lot before that as a deathmatch wrestler.
Yeah.
I just know he's fucking really, really fucking good. He had a great match with Schlack and him.
Aye, man, definitely. That was one of the best matches last year.
It's going to be like an amazing debut. Like everyone's seen a lot of hype about. A lot of people are saying it's like a dream match. And
oh yeah, man, it'll be fucking cool. In fact, Joe's against the fucking Body as well. I don't know if you've seen any of his shit. He's quite funny.
Who's that?
The Joe is on the same show that you're against Drake. Joe's against the guy called Hardbody. Have you seen?
Oh, I saw today. I've actually seen any of his stuff, but I'm like really looking forward.
He's funny. Like he's pretty funny. Like you'll enjoy him. Like what was I gonna say?
Funny, really a bit mad. Like
I don't know. Like when I seen him against Joe, I was like, that's gonna be fucking ridiculous. because like he's trying to like suck folks' cocks and stuff, and like Joe's not wearing any fucking trousers and everything. You're like, it'll be funny. But what was I going to say? I was just going to go over like some of the shit from like Rise and some of the tournaments and stuff, because obviously, but then I'll go on to speak about that as well. For the first God, like, how did you get into like being in Rise? Because I mean, when I first saw the first Rise show I ever saw, you were on it, was Games of Death 1. That was the first time I'd ever even heard of Rise.
Oh, right, okay. So the first time I ever got on Rise, it was I think it was the first ever Spooky Slam show, and it was at the Temple of Boom.
Yep.
And that was my second ever match.
Fucking hell.
It was me and Shreddy, because we were doing England's Hardest Man at the time.
Okay. Yeah, vaguely. Like, I've went back and like watched a lot of stuff now.
Yeah. Shreddy were doing England's Hardest Men, and we wrestled Darwin and Little Joe Vega.
I've seen a match of him. There was he was against Joe. It was like Big Joe against Little Joe at one of those shows.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. No, yeah, so we had a tag team match, and that was my first ever Rise show. It was Spooky Slam, and I swear to God, right? I'm sure the main event of that was Caden versus Big Joe.
Aye.
I don't know if it was a barbed wire match. It was a fucking mental match though, and I stood at the back and watched that, and I went, I want to do this.
Oh, right, okay.
And, like, all them boys go like, oh, they watched Iceman and like respect the Iceman and 1PW and all that shit. Big Joe and Michael Caden got me into deathmatch wrestling.
That's awesome. That's awesome, because I was gonna go through that, because like I was gonna ask you like about stuff like to do with. So did you not like, you obviously you wouldn't have watched it like years and years and years ago then, for like.
No. I never like watched all the stuff I see now, like CZW and all that tournament. I never knew that was a thing. Obviously, like growing up, I watched WWE and I'd heard of ECW and I'd watched like a bit of the old stuff. Like I loved all that stuff, but I'd never seen anything as extreme as like a fucking death match. Because even on ECW back in the day, even if before not with WWE, like the ECW before WWE, but like it wasn't like glass and shit, like shoes and that. You know what I mean? So this is like, I seen that and I was there watching it in the back and I was like, is this a thing? I was like, what I want to do? I was like, I can do this. And then I don't know how many, like I expressed interest to Danny that I wanted to do it. I was really early. I hadn't even been wrestling a year, and I got put in the main event against Big Joe at Big Joe's Christmas Bash in a Type A death match.
Aye.
I was like so fat and stuff. I wore a vest and that, like covering my belly. Crazy thinking back, like looking back, that was that one.
That's not even that long ago, to be honest, though, man. So you've not even doing it like that's mental.
Because obviously we had that lockdown break, so I don't really count that as like an active year. I was just like breaking in.
I was gonna mention that, man, because like
wrestling shows.
Aye.
So I've done a lot in this time. Obviously, I feel like my MMA and fighting background helped a lot, because I like being athletic and the movements. A lot of the stuff from like jiu-jitsu and stuff applies to like wrestling and stuff. Do you know what I mean?
It makes you stand out. It makes you stand out from the other guys. It gives you like a different look from everybody else.
Isn't it? It's like a real niche.
Yeah.
And like back in when I was a kid growing up, I used to train all the time and I wanted to get into the UFC. But like as soon as I found out like wrestling was a thing, and now I'm doing well with it, I'm like, I love the time I did train MMA, and I still compete like just to test myself in boxing and stuff. But like I love the fact that I did train, and it's given us this niche to like stand out in wrestling and get to where I am so quickly. I think it's like really helped a lot. Definitely,
man. Definitely. What was I going to say as well? For that first, it wasn't what was the fucking name? Where was that? Where was the first God? It was in Leeds. Oh, Chief Street. I've said Chief Street for where.
He was sick, by the way.
Aye.
That was a great. There, that was the one, yeah, because I wrestled God 1, Casanova.
That's what's coming. I'm going to speak about that, man, because like I am fucking buzzing for that weekend. Aye, man, no worries.
We'll just keep going, it's good. Yeah, man, that was insane. So I remember, obviously, like, you know when Cass had that Vice documentary about the no-ring shit, like, obviously I had my death match with Big Joe. I knew I was going to be in God 1. And I was starting to like look into everything, like obviously as you do, like studying that. And, like I heard like Cass was going to be there. I seen that thing. I was like, fuck no, this is cool. I remember, I think I was driving down. It must have been the show before God 1, whatever that was. Yeah. So I was in the car with O'Doherty, and O'Doherty was like, "We're going to put you against Cass in the first round." And I was like, "What?" Extra. And like I was like, like this is crazy. I was like, it's me second on a death match. I'm against like an international guy already. I hadn't been doing it that long. I was like, I've got no right to be doing this shit. I was like, how would I be in this position? Like, but like obviously, I feel like I've done well and like earned my spot now.
Definitely, man.
like, do you know what I mean? Because a lot of people like try and do it or think they can hide and like maybe they can't, or they just want that picture with like blood on their face. But
Aye.
I want to do this. You know what I mean? So it's like I just stuck with my guns, and like I think it's really paying off now.
Definitely, man. That because I mean that match was awesome. It's probably one of the best matches of the night. I was going to mention just a little thing for it. It happened at fucking God 2 as well. What's the like? I don't know at the time. What's the stuff with Uncle Ralph? Like, like, because obviously I was at God 2. I wasn't at God 1, but I was at God 2, and obviously it's the same spot where like he hits you with a tube, or like he goes to hit you, and then he turned on you in God 1 and stuff like. Are you like?
Call back. We need to call back to that. Yeah, I'm hoping to talk to people so we can do something there. But like, no, I just thought like so. I think just before God 1 must have been when like me and Shreddy like split up and went in like different directions as a team, like from a team to singles guys. And obviously like what was split in Rise, like Uncle Ralph was kind of like with us because he's legit Shreddy's like the legit uncle. Like.
Oh, okay, right, okay.
Yeah. He's a wrestling fan. He comes to all the shows. He's great. He's a top guy, really supportive, like really good guy. And like I think Danny must have came up with the idea of the finish. Get Uncle Ralph in and hit you with a tube. And I was like, place like we're mental. It's insane. And you know what? Like Uncle Ralph, like technically that's a heel turn, right? Uncle Ralph can't ever be a heel because that's such a massive cheer. Like no matter what he does. You'll get a cheer, like, but it was insane. And then I was like, God 2, I was like, yeah, we'll do something again. Where I'm like, right, this time hit him, and then bang, you hit me. So, like,
that was awesome, man.
I wrestled him too, like, well, quote unquote wrestled, but you know what I mean?
Aye.
Did he do that?
No, I don't think so. I
was at the Brood Nell. I'm sure I was a summer sesh. Yeah, because I had the hardcore title and Uncle Ralph beat us for it.
That's the thing is, I was wanting to come down to the fucking the Rise Rumble this year, but then obviously like me and my missus share a car, and she's always working at the weekends. So if I'm going to see shows at the weekends, I'm usually getting the fucking train down to England and shit. But then it's like all the fucking rail strikes and that. I was like, I can't get fucking anywhere. You know what I mean?
Rail strikes, yeah. I've recently passed my driving test, so I'm happy about that. So I've been pushing to get on some more shows and that.
Aye, definitely, man.
Few debuts coming up and stuff like over here as well, like in the pipeline. It's looking really like to be my busiest year yet already. So.
Aye, definitely. Well, I mean, I was gonna say that at the end, but I mean, there's obviously like companies that like I've not got any like sort of option to watch them, like fucking like True Grit, Avant Garde Wrestling, fucking. You're in PPW as well, and I'm trying to think where the other place was. I wrote it down, and you're in North Wrestling as well. There's like all these different places as well to see you.
Yeah, I'm quite like regular in a few different places now, and like. It's True Grit. I'm wrestling on True Grit tomorrow. It's my debut there.
Yeah.
I'm wrestling Big Bros. First time with no gimmicks.
Oh, that'll be good. That'll be good.
It's the third match, singles match, but it's my first time where it's just straight up singles.
Yeah.
So I'm looking to do it. We're probably still not even going to wrestle. We're probably just going to batter the shit out of it.
That'll be good though, man. B.A. Rose is a fucking legend, man. He's. I'm very very happy that he got on one of those NHB shows as well.
What's that, mate?
I said I'm happy he got on one of those ICW shows. I'm glad he didn't get left out. You know what I mean?
I didn't know he was on, and like I was buzzing because ICW like tagged. I noticed how they tagged like, everyone on the show in the post with like a bit of way. Like I was like the first time, and then Elton's like coming. I was like, why is Johnny Storm tagged at me? I'm like, what the fuck? But like, no, that's cool as fuck. Like, but yeah, I was glad he's on. And then obviously there's that open challenge as well on the first night, so fuck knows who's going to answer.
I mean, for me, I'd assume it's probably going to be fucking. For like, I don't know if this would be. I think it'd be funny if they managed to get Carl some fucking music and come out, and he thinks he's going to come out, and then Caden comes down. I think that'd be funny. I think the pop would be insane.
I think it'd be cool if it was a multi-man because there's a lot of singles matches and like. A lot of guys on the roster deserve that opportunity. Like I'm fucking buzzed. I can't believe I'm getting a match with Brandon Kirk like on the last night.
Aye, definitely, man. I'll be wearing this shirt on the last night for because you against Brandon. Hopefully you'll fucking win that belt, and obviously Darwin's against Demanto as well.
Apollo Creed specials ready. He sponsors. Shout out to Valhalla Fightwear. There we go. Plug.
I'm gonna fucking see for your fucking gear. I'm gonna take first dibs. I'll fucking message anyway for see your fucking American gear.
Yeah.
I'll take first fucking dibs and fucking getting them like because I want to try and get someone for that weekend.
Well, fucking hell, someone's called dibs on the white ones, and then you can have dibs on them, so I've only got the orange ones now. That's
fuck it.
cool.
It's cool though, like, I like when, like, everybody's got all the different fucking gear and everything. Because, I mean, they're huge fucking shows, but I'm trying to think. And, on the Friday, when are you guys fucking going down, by the way? I'm down on the fucking Thursday night, so I don't know what I'm fucking going to do. But, like...
I'm coming down, I'm going to drive down on the Friday. I'm getting a room for the 3 days. And then, like, I know, like, Darwin is coming down on the Saturday, because some guys are only on, like, Saturday, Sunday.
Aye.
So, jumping in the room with me. But, yeah, like, I'm going to be there Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It's probably going to be a fucking mad old weekend.
Oh,
like,
it's...
be, like, drinking and fucking getting cut up the fuck. Like, gradually, as the weekend goes on, we're going to be in the bars, like, with more cuts.
Aye, definitely, man. I take it they'll probably have that fucking place as the after party. What's it called? The Howl or something? In Leeds?
Yeah, there's a few places. Howell normally have after party. There's loads of places in Leeds. I really like the Key Club. The Key Club's really good. But like, it's gonna be sick. Like, just all the boys there, man. It's just gonna be a weekend.
It's gonna be.
It's
It's gonna be fun. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna take my phone down and I'm gonna record some sort of like vlog fucking thing of just everything when I'm there, just to try and do something.
Yeah, that's actually 100%. There'll be some great footage over that weekend. Like,
Definitely,
even
man.
like after the shows. And
I know that's try and like because I don't know what's fucking gonna happen. Like I'll cut this bit out of the thing. Go back into the thing anyway. But I was gonna say on the Friday you're fighting Akira as well in the pit.
Yeah, like the perfect match. I had it because obviously like the big match is gonna be me versus Cruel. Like
I was gonna say that.
I had this whole thing set up where I had a videographer coming, like a legit. I don't know if you ever seen the promo I did last year in the gym. It's just me boxing. It's like
I've seen that. Yeah.
So that guy was gonna come, and we're gonna film a promo in a church. And it was all gonna be like Cruel, like me having the bigger monster in my head than Cruel.
Oh, okay.
And, like what? It was gonna start off with a Bible verse as well, and that's why it was in the church. And like my friend, one of my best friends who goes to uni, Hacksaw. There's another shout out. Nothing to anyone, but he'll love that. Hacksaw. He goes to uni and he like does English, and he helped us write it. And like it was so good, this promo, and then I found out he got injured, so I was like, fuck, like what am I going to be doing this weekend? Like, all my hype's down, like all this momentum, and then Akira, like I think Akira said, quote unquote, called us out, said he'd like a wrestlers on Twitter, and I was like, that's how that came up, but like the pit's the perfect environment. I know he's like hybrid guy as well, so
definitely. Plus, it means that if you're wrestling him, man, it means you get the rest of the night off because you'll be on first.
Yeah, before, like fuck me, I'm happy about that. But so I'm on first on the first night, last on the last night. And
that's not too bad.
Pretty much on the second night, yes.
I was fucking. I don't know. I don't know if it's not been announced yet. I can cut this out if it's been announced or not. But fucking.
Yeah, I think the plan is Brett versus Isaac, and then Bomber's doing this thing with Darwin because I've seen that.
That'll be funny.
What the fuck are you gonna be up to, like? Finally, we're getting put to sleep again. Let's put it that way.
Oh yeah, fucking bring it on, man. Honestly, that's one thing I will say is like in the past, like watching Rise, like I've said it to every single person I've interviewed. Darwin's my favourite wrestler in the UK easily, and most of the stuff is all to do with the promos. The promos are fucking hysterically funny. Like it makes me laugh every time. It would have been the first time I'm sure it was a match he was going to do against you, and it was where I think you got put through a table. It was on fire in the Iger.
So that was like right after lockdown.
Aye.
As well. Come together for me like after lockdown.
Fucking hell, man! But him and Joe are in a fucking hotel, and he's wearing like a maid's outfit and that, and it's fucking funny, man. Like
that promo popped up on my thing. Like I came up with about the day and I watched it back. Darwin's insane. He was calling me out in that video. Like,
aye.
Scared.
Yeah, he's mental, man. But like in the best possible way. Like it makes me laugh more than anything. So it's fucking good that I get to see. That's why I'm happy that you guys are all together, especially with Brett as well. Because I think I wrote a review. You know the fucking magazine that Danny Douglas has got. Aye. I done a review for the next one that's coming out in February. I think Darko's on the cover. I done a review of that no rope barbed wire match thing. And I remember I rewatched it and I was like, fucking just Semtex just fucking hurling people about. Like Joe and Darko aren't these small guys, just throwing them. I was like, Jesus, fuck, like it's mental.
That's the thing, like when Brett started coming into Rise, like it was either me and him have to fight or team up, like and me and him together with like Darwin.
Aye.
I'm not but I think it's fucking money. Like,
it's
it's like great.
It's good, man.
Great. Like, it's the three were like loads, and as well, like honestly, like go back. Look, people want to be in BTT. Like, people, we get people. There's people wanting to be knocking the door. We'll go, like, we'll form a line. We're going to start auditions.
Oh man, honestly, it's been awesome. It's been the most like I've enjoyed stuff for Rise. But speaking of the BTT, like when you guys formed, I was fucking hammered that day. Like I was at the Welly for about 10 o'clock in the morning. Fucking, I was helping Danny and his dad build stuff and carry tubes about and all sorts of shit. But
by the way, they do a load for
yeah, man, 100%. They're amazing. Very, very nice.
We do that, man. They do a lot. Shout out to those.
Yeah, definitely, man. But I was just remember when you guys, I was on the stage when you guys like came in the ring and you turned and shit. I was like laughing my fucking head off, and I was like, I hope this isn't like caught like on like the fucking camera when they're filming it, because I was loving it. I was fucking loving it. It was great. But aye, man. So what was I gonna say? How was that fucking tournament for you anyway? Because you were against fucking like Cologne and everything on that show.
I got me and Doggo in the first round.
Yep. I was so pissed off about that. But not because I wanted you two guys to like at least both go to the second round. I was like, fuck.
I know what you mean. Yeah, like Dog was a fucking like he's been around longer than me, and he deserves all the success in the world too. Like he's a fucking top guy. I love working with Dog. Like fucking hell, that bump we took. Ended up going back to the no rope bump.
Oh yeah, I know.
What an idea! Fucking idea. Like
I seen you when you went over, because that was when you guys went through, and I was like, oh Jesus Christ. But me and this other guy helped Brett out of that fucking table that Brahma made, and I pulled wire out the fucking thingy's back. I was like, fucking hell. And when I tried to help him up and everything, I was like, Jesus Christ, he's about fucking double the weight of me. But, I mean, I'm a small guy. I was like trying to lift him up. I was like, holy shit.
Legit as fuck as well, Brett. Like he drove up and sparred with us for when I was training for my last boxing fight. It was like we did like 8 pounds, and like you could have sold tickets to that shit too. Like, honestly, like before BTT was a thing too. It's all been like destined to happen. That's been good. Oh,
it's been a fucking crazy year, man. Yeah, but I was going to say for that, so you're against Darko in the first round for that, and then the second round you're against Cologne, and that was fucking awesome. So I think like Alex Cologne's obviously fucking put you over plenty on that podcast as well, man, which is pretty fucking cool.
I love Alex, man. Like he's a top guy. Like he's really put me over a lot. Like, yeah, I loved wrestling as well. Like the match I had with it was insane. It was a bit different than everything else. We just beat the shit out of each other, and then he rolled us up, and it was lovely though.
It was good, man. I was going to say that night I was quite drunk, but like that would say that was a very, very like special night. And for Rise, my favourite Rise show I've ever been to. No, I've been to about 6 or 7 so far, but it was awesome, man. It was such a big night. I was saying that to Caden as well. Like it was a special night for everybody, and then everything kind of got fucked up for months. Because I had fucking tickets to come down and see you guys at the fucking, what was it? It was like the Queen's fucking Jubilee something. It was in Sheffield. There was going to be a show, like an outdoor show, and then all that shit got cancelled because those cunts and like weed whackers and shows and everything. And I was like, for fuck's sake, because there wasn't a Rise show for ages.
Yeah, that was crazy. CCW, fucked it. Well, I think I don't know what the plan was for that show, but yeah.
That's what I was going to ask you, because I think it was meant to be Cass against Joe, I think. And I was going to ask, because like, I think it's like you're on the post, like you, Heidi, Darwin, Joe and stuff are on the poster. So I was like, did you know who you were meant to wrestle, or is it like too long ago?
I think, well, from what I'm told, and I always have a good source, it was going to get added to that match, and it was going to be a triple threat.
Oh, that would have been awesome as well. All these things that you fucking miss out on, man, but fuck's sake.
Well, I ended up going on holiday, and anyway, I was in Greece, so it kind of was. I know, like, it's never good a show getting cancelled, but it was a blessing in disguise for me because I had to miss that anyway.
Well, fuck it, yeah. No, well, that's I've said before, like, everybody fucking hated COVID. Like, man, like, my best friend stays literally 3 minutes walk away from my house. I was getting paid 100% of my wages to sit in my house and get drunk with him. Like, I quite enjoyed COVID. It was shit for a lot of people, but, like, I didn't.
I love COVID. It gave us time to sit back and I was smashing training in the garden. I did more training than I ever did before COVID, and then I just kept it going. And like, I think that really helped coming back into wrestling as well. Like, kind of like, obviously I've built a lot of steam recently, and I think
definitely.
I don't know. I think it's just people like to see like it was a drastic change in like in myself, and like I tried to bet myself. You know what I mean?
I mean, I would never have done any of this shit I would never have tried to do anything on fucking YouTube or speak to fucking anybody if it hadn't been for COVID. So I was sitting about bored doing nothing, you know what I mean? So it's things like that.
Creative outlets like that would never, like, because people had so much time on that, I was like, oh, what I actually want to do.
Yeah.
Like,
it's not too bad. What was I going to say? Oh, that was another thing. That the first Rise show I managed to get to, because I had tickets for Games of Death before it got fucking cancelled because of COVID. Was the Outlaw Cup. That was the first Rise show I came to, where you won the fucking trophy.
Yeah.
It was fucking awesome.
Yeah. What was what were the matches on that? Is that where I wrestled Billy Rose?
No, it's you against Caden, and then Caden takes a bump with the barbed wire thing on the outside, and then it's Joe Darko where Joe goes through that big sheet of glass, and then the main event's you against Darko 200 light tubes.
Yes, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, it was just the former, wasn't it? It was the Outlaw Cup. Fuck, right, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that was insane. I couldn't, but yeah, that was another one. Like, when I got told I was winning that, I was like, fuck now, like, they're pushing us here, do you know what I mean? Like, I was like, what's going on? And like, so there was, this is kind of what led to the heel turn as well, the Outlaw Cup win. Because there was somebody else turning heel and smashing that trophy over me. This someone didn't want to get booed, I don't think. So that's what I was like thinking. I was like, I'm sick of all. Not that I can change the world, like, but I'm sick of all match tournaments ending in everyone getting cheered and all the boys coming out for beers, and you know what I mean. I was like, that's how my turn started to come, and like Darwin, all that started coming. That was from the Outlaw Cup, really, from what was like meant to happen there. Not slow
burn for it. No, I 100% agree, because it's like in theory, like, you all want to fucking win. You're doing a tournament to win a trophy. Like, you shouldn't be happy if somebody else has won your trophy type thing. You know what I mean?
Deathmatch fans like to see certain stuff, but like I think we did the right thing there. Like me, I think it was time.
Definitely, man. I was gonna one thing I was gonna say as well. There's a match between you and the Outlaws. Well, you and the other Outlaws, the 4-way. See when you're fucking.
That as well.
Oh my god, man! I was like, holy shit! Your neck to the thing, and you're getting blasted with tubes in the head. I was like, oh Jesus Christ! I hope you're all right.
When Joe tied us to the thing, and he went to hit us with a couple of tubes.
Oh my god! Because I got my friend Dean. You'll probably know Dean Marsh. He does some of the stuff for.
Yeah, he's a TNT.
TNT and stuff. So he sent me a video of that, and I was like, fucking hell! I was like, is Lou all right?
And like it worked so well, because after that, there's a picture of us in the ring. I'm on one end, Joe's on the other end.
Cut it out.
Joe's up there in the middle, and I'm like holding my arm, and like I'm looking at him through the corner of my eye.
It's good, like.
And like it got made in the picture where like I'm ripped off.
I love that. That was it. I was meant to be at that fucking show as well. But I was gonna say as well. See, for the fucking Iger, man, for God 2, it was fucking tight, packed. Like, it's gonna be scary packed for these shows.
This ICW weekend, but like probably even worse. Like, it's gonna be crazy.
Did you guys? Because obviously, like, I was at the barbed wire thing. Because the third show was meant to be the Sunday show where you're against Brandon and it's Darwin against Demanto. That was meant to be at the warehouse, and then it got moved for thingy for that. But
the venue probably just got pissed off.
to be honest, it was expensive as fuck for a pint. To be fair, in there, I would say in the warehouse.
Economically as well, it probably makes much more sense to have all three shows at one venue, because then you'd have to move the ring from
exactly.
From the Saturday to Sunday. Like, what the fuck's the point? Who the fuck wants to do that on the last day? Do you know what I mean? Like, we're all fucked. Like, I love Iger Studios. I think it's a good venue.
It's a good venue, man. It's just, I don't know how it's going to be so busy, because I'm sure fucking God must have been oversold. Because when I was the God 2, I was like, holy shit, it's so fucking busy, but it'll be alright. Everything will work out.
Be the same. Like, it'll probably be the busiest Iger. Like, it'll probably be the busiest Iger show. Like, being for Rise, I think it'll be the busiest one yet. Like, I think it'll be like a tin of sardines in there.
it'll be horrible, man. Well, it'll be horrible in a good way. I'm going to try my best to not get too drunk until like the Saturday night, Sunday night shows. But I mean, who knows? Who knows what will happen? Because I'll be there all weekend, so fuck knows. I mean, I'm staying like half an hour's walk away. That's the only shit thing about the Igers. It's like in the middle of nowhere. It's just to try to wander back to town, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
And then I was going to say, but then speaking of the Iger as well, like when you were against B.A. Rose at God 2, that was a fucking awesome match. I loved that. That was my first proper time seeing him, like actually wrestling live.
That was one of my favourite matches I've ever been in. That like, not even like just death matches, like ever favourite matches ever. Like some of the spots where they like he cannonballs through all them shoes.
Oh yeah, they're like kind of like a crisscross like over you. I was like, oh my god, that was fucking. It was good, man.
I had the tax on the fucking kick pad.
Oh yeah. Fuck, I forgot about that.
Because I was like, how many of these do you want to take? And he was just like, we'll just see. Nick rips his top open and he's like, another. And he's like, another. You're like, you're crazy.
It was good though, because I did have the poster somewhere, I don't know where it is. But it was meant to be fucking Clint and fucking somebody, Casanova was meant to be there. And then I think it was B.A. Rose and Cam Solis kind of stepped in against you and Darko, and I thought Cam Solis against Darko was awesome as well. Like both those guys were fucking great. For just stepping in for like a big massive tournament, I thought they did excellent for that. Like
that God won. That was God won.
Yeah, for God 2, they fucking need to honestly see when they called the Outlaw Cup the Outlaw Tournament. I got so pissed off because I kept doing all these videos and I kept saying the wrong name.
Was that the Outlaw Tournament where it was Cam in?
Outlaw God 2's Cam. See what I mean? There's too many names and too many fucking shows, man.
Yeah, I know. I remember the tournaments, but I don't remember the names.
I was going to say, I'll speak about TNT for a little bit. Speaking about Cam Solis, so what was it like working at DOA? I was at that show. I mean, I was fucking at the very back at this like abandoned fucking crow's nest thing.
Yeah, that was my first TNT show. I wrestled Martina
in the first round, yeah.
Oh good, I really enjoyed that. Like, yeah, she like bled so much as well. Like, I was like,
you power bombed her through like a barbed wire table. I think that was the finish.
My face, I was like, fuck me. But that was good. Like, she was like game as fuck. Doesn't get stuck in. Like, fair play. Do you know what I mean?
Aye.
And then so you know in the second round in that panes of glass match and the fucking glass never broke.
Oh man, honestly, I felt so bad. I spoke to Iceman at the Outlaw Tournament because he was saying he's like, I'm not wrestling. He's like, my back's fucked. He's like, Jack's stepping in for me. I was like, alright. I was like, what happened? And you know when he falls out the ring in that match and he goes through the glass? It was me that brought that glass. So I was like, oh shit. I was like, I've injured the height. But I think it was more like falling to the floor.
Yeah, I think like if you're willing to fall through off the apron through some glass onto the floor, if you get hurt, like.
I know, but I kind of felt bad. I was like, oh shit, but fucking, but that's the same glass that I got. It's just a fucking.
That shot at all, like. I wish I got hurt. Otherwise, like, nah, I doesn't cut it like that. It's not on you. It's on the floor being hard and Iceman probably being a big dude.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. But like, he's fucking awesome. He won that tournament as well. But I was going to say, yeah, but then you're in TNT as well against fucking Clint.
That was a Ragel weekend. So I went on the Friday. It was Spooky Slam at PPW's facility.
Yep.
I was in Sheffield, and then I went to Liverpool and did TNT on the Saturday. Wrestled Clint Margera in a death match, and then I flew to Italy the next day.
Oh yeah, I was going to ask you about that. Was that like your first? I don't think like I assume like was Nathan Black was with you as well? Was he in the same tour?
Yeah, like it all came. I didn't have a clue he was on until I seen the poster. Like it all came about separate. Like that came about for me because I worked for a show in Newcastle called Full Tilt. I love Full Tilt. Ran by Big Chris. He's done a lot for us. I think he's one of the ones who like helped the show that I can actually wrestle too. Like
okay.
He gave us the belt and like gave us a lot of good matches. And one of them matches was against Nico. And I remember speaking to Nico when Chris was like, I think Nico was looking for people to take Italy, so like do good. And I was like, yeah, do good. And I think Nico was expecting. Well, I know Nico didn't know what to expect because he was like, oh, is he just a deathmatch guy? And Nico after the match, he was buzzing and he took a picture with us and he said it's the best match he's ever had in England. And he said he promised us that he'd bring us to Italy. But this match was like in April at the start of the year.
Aye.
And I was a nice one. I never felt like he owed us anything at all. Like, not at all. Like, I was just happy to work him. And like, then first week of October, he was like, "No, there's gonna be a show, 90% sure on the 30th of October. Are you free?" And I'm like, "Yeah." Like, all right. And then like later on, a few days later, he was like, "It's on. Book the tickets." And like, they'll book the flight, and then they put up and stuff. And yeah, it fell on like, so it was a Sunday, and then it was Halloween on the Monday.
Aye.
And then on the Tuesday it was like a public holiday in Italy, so I got like 2 days holiday in Italy as well. Like,
that's pretty good.
It was good. Yeah. But it was an insane weekend. It was like 3 shows, 3 cities, 2 countries.
Mental, man.
Like, I ended up in a house party in Manchester in between Liverpool and on Halloween night in a fucking community centre, like in Sydney, like people. I was like 1,000 people there. I was the only English person there, and there was just dead white all over. Like, it was proper Italy, man.
That's alright. Fucking hell. You should have got fucking Danny Douglas to come with you and film it all and make a little DVD.
I'm recording something with him. I'm doing a promo for. Rob wanted to do a promo for Drake. I was just going to do it on my phone, and then Danny's obviously edits and stuff, so he's going to help me. He's coming to True tomorrow, so
I'm looking forward to that. That'll be good. What was going to say? I watched that match. They had Nellie, man, so it was fucking class. I don't know. It's on the company's YouTube. I can't remember the name, or maybe the guy's YouTube.
He's fucking. He's like their top guy in Italy, apparently. He is the fucking top guy in Italy. He's like coached a lot of them, and I was looking into him. The first bit of footage I saw was him versus Rob Van Dam, and I was like, "Oh shit, is this what I'm working with?"
Oh, fuck it, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, like, I've got to do good. Like, fuck. He was a really cool guy though, Red Scorpion. He was dead nice, and he was really happy. And he said it was, "I'm going to tell the promoter, like, bring you back." And they're bringing us back. I'm going back in April, so yeah.
That's not too bad. That's good, man. Fuck yeah. Fucking, what was I going to say? I remember speaking to him before at the Outlaw tournament thing. But for me, I'd say, aside from Darwin, he's the best sort of talker, promo guy.
He probably keeps it up as well. He's like,
I just love people who are cunt heels. I love that shit.
Yeah, definitely cut this out, but I'll just tell you anyway. When we were in Italy, he was like, "Lou, I'd love to get a picture with you and like post it online." He was like, "But like, I'm not going because I'm a cunt on the heel."
That's good though. It's like living the, like, I appreciate that. I appreciate taking the effort to do shit like that, because not a lot of people do that. I'm just going to crack open another beer and then I'll go. Oh, that's another thing I was going to say is I speak to the guys from Kumite quite a lot as well. I was going to say, you were down there. I fucking laughed my fucking head off at that match when it's you against fucking Clint and you're not wanting to do the hardcore shit. I love that sort of stuff. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I just turned heel. It was like the week before.
Aye.
Like Joe unfortunately got like legit, like,
it was his arm, he hurt his arm or something. There was something bad with his arm. Yeah, I remember he said that.
Yeah, it was hilarious, right? So that weekend, the contrasting matches, right? So I was wrestling on a show up here called NCW.
Okay.
And it was not long before all that shit with CCW happened, like with the fucking light tubes and the kids and the lawnmowers.
Yeah.
Yeah, CCW and that thing. So I was booked in the hardcore match against Tim Strange, another good guy. He's been on extra promotions that I've been on already and shit, saying I drive, and I messaged Tim. And he was saying like, "Oh, I'm on this show and I've got to have a bull rope match or some shit. I'll put your name down and see if you drive us down and see if we can get you a match."
Aye.
And then it turned out to be CXW, and I was already talking to them. So like, yeah, I'm on CXW in June. That's based like right down.
Oh,
when Brett was on it from Darko.
Darwin's on the next one. They've got like, what is it? Something to do with sausages or something?
Yeah, something mad like that. It looks crazy. The promoter's meant to be a really good guy. From what I was told, he seems like a top guy too.
Are they based in fucking Essex? I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Aye. There's one in March, but I'm booked on Avant-Garde the same day, so I'm on Avant-Garde on the March one. But they've got us on the June one. It's like Baintree or some shit.
Okay.
I don't know.
Who knows, man? Middle England's all the same. You know what I mean?
So it's like, yeah, yeah, it's like fucking, let's go. No, it's, I'm just all about this year for me is getting out there. Like, you know, I didn't expect to be getting out all the way to America this soon.
Man, that's
like,
fucking awesome. Are they going to be doing? I know that Darko and Clint are going to be over for like the Mania weekend shit. Are you going to be over for any? I don't know if any of the XPW shows like are in. I don't think they're the same time. I'm not too sure.
I'm not sure what the plan is because I've obviously got a few dates for XPW. I've been speaking to Rob and stuff. I'll have to work it out and see what dates I'm over there and like see if I can fit anything in because I was talking to Rob about stuff and that. So I'm just probably gonna like see how this stuff goes with Rob and like, and then like obviously go over a few times and no doubt like once I'm over there once or twice like I'll start talking to people and networking and shit and like. A little more doors, do you know what I mean?
Yeah, man, man, you could be living in America by the end of the year.
Yeah, it's just crazy.
It's good though, man. I'm so happy for like you and fucking Joe and Darko and stuff for being over there. I'm pissed off for Caden because obviously he was meant to be over there for that King of the Deathmatch shit, and then that got cancelled. But you know what I mean? He'll get over as well.
No, you'll get there, man. He deserves it too. Like again, I wouldn't be in like the position I'd be in now without like guys like Caden and Joe and Darko like vouching for me, like because it was them three, and then I just like people on in, didn't I? I was like, I want to go, give me a go, and like obviously fucking like how many times they'll heard that off loads of guys, and like obviously they took us in, and like yeah, I feel like it's good.
But I mean, for myself, man, if you're gonna run a deathmatch show in the UK and you don't have one of you four guys on it, it's not gonna be good. You know what I mean? You guys are the sort of like standard bearer for British deathmatch wrestling, really, at the minute.
Yeah, you think? It's crazy to think, but yeah, like I am. Like I'm up there on it. It's crazy. Like,
it's mental, man.
Yeah, like Clint for me, like us four and Clint.
Yeah, Clint as well, definitely Clint as well. Fucking, what was I going to say? There's one quick. I don't know if you can answer this or not, and then I won't take up too much more of your time, man, because I've been asked to fucking go to the pub as well. But you know when you get asked, to go to the pub with people who you know are going to be sniffing, and you're like, I don't know, because tomorrow's the Rumble, like not the Royal Rumble. Me and like about eight of my mates are either at my house or his house every year for the Rumble or Mania. We're at his house tomorrow, so I'm like, I want to try and keep myself like semi-sensible, so I'm not like dying tomorrow. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. Yeah. You better the Rumble will be a hard one to stay up on just drink as well.
Exactly, man. Fuck, it'll probably be shit anyway. That's the only thing, right? So so there's two promos, right? You're in both of them. There's one, it's in the Outlaw Tournament, it's in that horrible little hallway where it's you, Brett, and Darwin are beating the fuck out of Danny, and Darwin's fucking talking about Ukraine and shit, right? So I was like, right, awesome promo. That's not on YouTube anymore. And there's another one where I think it's the one where you guys beat up Danny in like a.
When I ring him.
When you ring him, and I think there's another one where like Darwin's like on the foot, he's like tells a seagull to shut the fuck up. They're not on like YouTube or anything anymore, and I'm like, where the fuck did the promos go? Because I've went back to try and look for them to use them for something, and I'm like, why are they not there? But I don't know if you can tell me that or not. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe it's like they've all got dominated.
They've all got, but it's more or less the same thing. It's like you, it's like you choking him out.
That says it all. Like.
But I mean, like he never said anything. But the thing is, it's like there's other videos that have got you guys and him in them, and they're on. I'm like, what the fuck? It's just so weird. There's like these particular things are like taken off, but fuck knows, man.
There's not to know.
That's right, man.
Darwin is radical good behaviour.
But that's right. I mean, maybe at one point I want to try and do like a podcast with Darwin, man, because I think that'd be fucking funny. But like, what I'm going to try and do is I'm going to try and do something with like you guys, record something over the Outlaw fucking the Rise weekend. It's 2 weeks away. 2 weeks today. Probably the biggest fucking weekend and fucking.
Like it's come around fast. Like I remember it was getting out, so it's ages away, and like now it's like creeping up.
Have you seen all the people try to sell fake tickets?
Yeah, no, like lots of that. Like
I don't understand.
Alright, Sonia. It's like I will.
for like, but it's like for something like Rise, it's like or NHB is like such a small, like sort of niche community of fans. I'm like, how the fuck do they think anybody's gonna? I don't understand that shit, man. What I was gonna say, the only thing I will say is I want to try and get everybody's belts I want a picture with everyone's belts. So I'm going to try and organise that, like all of them together, like the Rise, NHB, the Deathmatch one, get them all in like a big picture all together. But I'm going to try and organise that because I assume fucking you're wrestling Clint and you're wrestling Brandon and Clint's wrestling Bland. He must have the belts over with him. I fucking hope he's got them over with him.
What's he got? He's got like Brandon's got like 2 belts.
It's the Danny Havoc hardcore one as well, and I want Clint to bring his because he's TNT champion as well. So I want all these belts. I just want a huge picture of all these belts from all the different places. But
yeah, I've got no cool. Well, that seems so bad. I really cut that out because I've got 2 belts, but they're not cool. That's pretty good picture that the Rabbit Action Wrestling 24/7 hardcore title.
Oh yeah, I've seen that video where you guys went down to that. I enjoyed that. That's where you filmed that shit with your.
The book is all the time. It's a good crack. It's just nice. Kids show. It's a good crack. The book like Darwin and sometimes get drawn and that. Like they're all right.
It's alright, man. I mean, like for me, like I only travel for like blood and violence, but there's always going to be a place for like kid stuff. What was I going to say? But anyway.
Ravy Davy, right?
Aye.
Ravy. I'm defending that belt against him on the next Rapid Action show.
Oh, fucking hell, so he's going all the way down. So wait, where's that based?
Like, Newcastle area where I live.
Oh, Newcastle. That's not too far away, to be honest. For fucking that. But fuck it. Anyway, but I'll let you go just now, man, and I might go to the pub. I might not go to the pub.
That was good crack. Yeah, just like, whenever it's up and that, just send us the links and I'll plug it and shit.
Yeah, man. To be honest, like, I've only had 3 beers so far. I might just edit it and put it up tonight, but if anything you're wanting, like, taking it, I'll just cut it out.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Just let us know. I've enjoyed it, man. Anytime you want us on again or whatever to do anything,
perfect,
or
man.
Show up, let us know.
Oh, anyway, man, fuck it. But enjoy your night, and then, and good luck for fucking tomorrow night against B.A. Rose as well.
Yeah, that'll be great, right? Thank you, mate. I'll speak to you soon.
No worries.
Bye-bye.
Cheers, man.